Today on Workers' Memorial Day, we take a moment to remember and honor those who died on the job. The past year, our UAW-Chrysler family lost Claude Brock Jr. of Local 1166 from the Kokomo casting plant. Not only have we lost a valuable employee, but his family and friends lost a person they held dear. Our special thoughts and prayers go out to his family and those who worked with him each day. As we honor those who tragically lost their lives at work last year, we must also take time to renew our commitment to the importance of safety. We must look out for ourselves and avoid unsafe actions, but we must also look out for each other. If you see someone doing something unsafe, it is our duty as union members and fellow employees to correct their actions so that we all go home the way we came to work.
Safety is everyone's responsibility. Simply put, this is a people business, and keeping all of our people safe is always our top priority. First, we would not have made the progress we have without the partnership of the United Auto Workers at all levels. The union's leadership has stuck to its principles to improve the well-being of its constituents. In so doing, the UAW has worked hard with us, realizing that their members depend on Chrysler's success. And this works both ways because Chrysler management recognizes that the company's success depends on tapping into the knowledge, creativity, and dedication of the people in our facilities. We can only obtain world-class manufacturing, or WCM, health and safety goal of 0 accidents with the support and hands-on dedication of everyone.
The heart of WCM is the human component. The system is based on deep belief that a fully engaged workforce that takes pride in its work is the primary ingredient to building the best vehicles in the world. Very simply, WCM is about eliminating waste. It relies on team structures to involve our people in a way that really gets at every form of waste. Waste created by injuries, waste of motion, waste of defects, and more. And it recognizes that the success of our enterprise depends on the constant contribution of those who work in our plants.
In WCM, safety is the foundation for all manufacturing activities, a concept supported by both UAW and Chrysler leadership. The safety pillar is the first of 10 technical pillars and is identified as an essential value of WCM. Application of the WCM safety pillar will enhance our current safety process with continued development of a proactive culture of prevention for safety hazards through the promotion of continuous improvement activities. We rely on many tools similar to those used in the past at Chrysler. The 7-step methodology of WCM safety uses a systematic approach to solve problems, eliminate hazards, and sets a new safety standard for all employees. It employs a cross-functional, team-based approach.
In WCM, we must recognize that the Chrysler and regulatory compliance requirements, as well as the elements of the BEST process, are critical to the success of our overall safety performance. We must continue to integrate and streamline all 3 elements, WCM, compliance, and BEST, into one safety system.
Each of you can help. Don't be afraid to speak up for safety improvements. We must challenge each other every day to ensure safe work practices exist and that safety is a top priority in all we do. And remember, one safety system. Our safety system combines and recognizes the elements of WCM, compliance, and BEST into one safety system. Thank you for your time.
And be safe.
Have a great day.
We're pretty much all into making sure that everything is clean and making sure that everybody is safe. So when they come in every day and we do our job, it's injury-free.
We look at all aspects of our jobs to ensure our employees are working safe. We attend the weekly BEST meetings. We provide our leadership and our guidance to ensure our people are working safe, and we hold people accountable to that.
Safety in WCL is visual management for all employees. It is ensuring that We have proper SOPs or standard operating procedures, OPLs, 1-point lessons posted throughout the warehouse, ensuring that the people are involved, ensuring that management and union leadership are working together to make sure that each and every employee is going home safe.
It's world-class logistics, and it really pinpoints in detail what are the potential hazards. What can we do to prevent that hazard?
We began job rotations to help with the CTD issues. We have issued retractable safety knives that we've issued to all employees, picking rakes to help them bring parts forward to them.
Some of the racks, we changed the ends on them because they were getting banged up and they were cutting people. And those are some of the things that we've done so far. And, you know, it's continuous improvement.
If we see people working safe, we then will recognize them. We recognize them in front of their work groups. We recognize them with a certificate that Steve and I signed saying that we thank them for working safe day in and day out.
On a weekly basis, we have team huddles. Also, we reiterate the importance of lockout procedures, harnesses, and just take the time to count to 3, 1, 2, 3 before we do a critical job to make sure that you're ensuring the safety of yourself and your fellow employee.
We also communicate within the facility by letting folks know that we are here for you and we are here for each other. So in order to make this environment safe, that we all need each other to play a key role in making this facility as safe as it possibly can be.
We're a big family here. This is all the people look out for each other, and they absolutely, you've got people who say, look, you're not supposed to be doing that, or you need to stop. And they talk to each other.
The goal for our plant here at SHAP is to be at 0 injuries and 0 accidents. We're working hard daily to it. It's a challenge, and oftentimes it feels like you're running a race and that there's no end to this race. Once you get to the finish line, you have to start back over and run again because there's no end to this journey.
I think that if we continue to focus on unsafe acts, unsafe conditions, and near misses, then we can drive safety and drive the right culture and show an improvement within the company.
Making sure that you know and you understand what you need to do to be safe. What you need in regards to, for example, if you're locking out, what's the proper procedure for locking out?
I see a big difference from 10 years to now. We're getting better. The most important thing about the program is the way the safety team interacts with the people and explain them when they see something that's unsafe. They stop, they talk, and they explain. Then you learn from that. Then that same person will see somebody else. They talk, explain, and it just trickles down where the whole line understands what's going on.
The WCM is so exciting because it takes you to another level.
What we did is take a look at all the injuries in the plant and I identified our highest risk areas where we had the most injuries in the plant, where we could do the most help to start. And we went beyond just looking at the job. We looked at everything that was involved with the job.
We worked on the Doors On project and made enhancements to the process. Now, instead of having to manually push down the door to carry it over to the car, it's all pneumatically and hydraulically driven. It makes the job far easier for the employee, puts less strain on the body by reducing the chance of them getting hurt.
It's a hard struggle because you're gonna always see unsafe conditions. So we're out there 24/7, just making sure that all unsafe acts and conditions be identified and eliminated.
If we see one another doing something unsafe, if we turn and look the other way, we have done ourselves a disservice.
It's a never-ending job. You can't stop. Our goal is 0 accidents in this plant. In order to obtain that, you have to be working at it every day. And it's a group effort.
Safety means that I'm entitled to come in here and do a good job without hurting myself, losing a limb, and making sure there's just a good atmosphere.
We're kind of a big family, so everyone looks out for each other. Safety is pretty much everything.
We're trying to change the culture here to that everybody takes ownership of safety. All the line teams, the individuals on the teams start to pay attention to safety issues, to be proactive.
The whole perspective of what safety means is changing for everybody in the plant.
We need to look at those areas that had the most injuries, identifying those areas through a stratification process, and identifying what areas have the most number of injuries, and then attacking our sources there.
We're learning from our model line for WCM the do's and the don'ts about safety, and that model line has become a much safer place because every team member has a say-so on that line. If something happens, the whole team gets together and decides how they can fix it right then and there.
Well, you got to, first of all, you do a visual check of your work area every day. Make sure that you don't have nothing on the floor. Make sure your equipment, your turntables and all that stuff is rotating properly before you start up. So if you got a problem, you can get someone over there and kind of correct the problem before you get started.
We've done some things to change PPE requirements in our model area, as well as how we educate and train our people on that, through OPLs, safety talks, and then through the addition of, visual management, reminders.
One thing that I've noticed that is consistent is that if I hear of an incident in a plant or even at another plant, for sure our next week's safety talks seem to address that issue, which I think is pretty good.
For the first time ever, we're taking a look at how the employees are working. We're noticing if things can be improved, but we're also noticing what they're doing right and recognizing them for it.
I've seen night and day strides from when I came here last year to now. As far as the people's involvement, you really got a lot of people involved that want to make a difference and a change for Warren Stamping, which is great.
We all do our part with safety around here. It takes all of us to make a safe place.
It's a way of life. It's just not a one-night stand. It's a relationship.
End goal is just to be as safe as possible.
And you have to constantly be looking at how we can stop injuries. How do we prevent people from getting hurt in this plant?
Think safety 24/7.
That's one of them things you don't have 85/7. We want 100%. That's what we're aiming for every day.